Hey everybody, it's Tony14 here, and now we're going to be reacting to Nostalgia Critic's newer video, the SpongeBob movie, the original SpongeBob movie. Now, I gotta say that this is definitely the best movie out of the different movies that were made. Again, this was made back in the original series era, and I thought that this was definitely my favorite because I love how they portray SpongeBob in the movie, and I like what the lesson is. You the idea of SpongeBob is again he is one of the more iconic cartoon kid shows that many people know of. He's very timeless in his original era. Nowadays he's not that well. I know what people talk about. I'm gonna say in my opinion is I do agree that the later series or the modern today's version of SpongeBob is not the best. I would definitely prefer the original one, and I also prefer the original movie over Sponge Out of Water, because I like how this one portrays SpongeBob, how he's constantly battling with himself on how he constantly battling with himself on how he does act like a kid and he likes kiddish stuff, but people say he's not mature enough to handle a serious situation. And yet, despite how people keep telling him he's nothing but a kid, in the end, he gets Neptune's crown back and proves to everyone that even if he is a kid, he's done everything they said a kid could not. So he's still better than what they said he was, even if maybe he does accept the fact that he is a kid and is immature. He shows that don't be afraid to like the things you like, even if maybe people think you're a bit too old for it. Heck, I mean, I know lots of adults who still watch cartoon stuff from time to time. You know, I mean, I've caught myself doing it a couple times, but but I'm not afraid to do it. So, I hope you guys like that message. Anyways, I know I got into that right away, so let's see what Doug thinks of this movie in 3, 2, 1. Right, beginning reaction and wait, did I put the display on? Yeah, I did. Okay, beginning reaction in 3, 2, 3, 2, 1.
This episode brought to you by DoorDash, the app that brings you food you're craving
All right.
right now, right to your door.
I just scratched my nose. I did not pick it. I didn't realize his cats were unlockable characters. That's a nice touch. Props to you on that. Alright, Doug? Early morning, I get it. Ew.
You are so easy.
What do you mean?
I don't have to try hard with you at all.
You're the SpongeBob movie. Everybody loves SpongeBob.
I think I have those same pajama pants, actually.
You said it, Poochie Kittens.
What the heck? That's... Oh, no.
Malcolm, Tamara, help me!
I can do that too.
Oh!
What the hell is that?
Isn't he that Phantom Strider guy from YouTube?
Yeah, but it was literally a phantom!
Well, this is how my videos work. I can appear in front of any footage. Watch
Really?
this. Hello. And for my next trick, I'll appear in front of Tamara.
This is too crazy. I'm gonna get out of here.
No, Tamara, wait!
Oh, no!
Well, this is new.
Pure laddie.
What, you have his number?
I don't, I'm just guessing.
Hold on, critic. I heard you were going to review the SpongeBob movie.
Well, yes, Phantom Chambers.
Well, as a SpongeBob expert, I think you'll find there's more to it than you thought.
This'll be interesting. Right, let's see.
Released almost 20 years ago in 2004.
It's a little quiet.
the
Hold on.
SpongeBob
Nope,
movie
it's
was
as loud as it'll
originally
get.
supposed to be the season finale of the entire show, but because it was so popular, Nickelodeon ordered several more seasons.
Yeah.
Then it wrapped up shortly after, right?
Nope.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah, not even
Director and
close.
The creator of the series, Steven Hilberg, wasn't interested in doing more episodes past 3 seasons, so he split ways with Nickelodeon after the film came out. In many respects, this is the ending of SpongeBob. As some people, including myself, believe that all the episodes after season 3 take place before the movie.
So the SpongeBob episodes are kind of like watching the Star Wars prequels.
Yeah, some fans would agree
Yeah.
with that in more ways
I'll
than
agree
one.
with that. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know any of that. I honestly thought it was just a silly movie for kids.
Nope.
Well, I mean, it is, but
Well, yeah.
nowadays it's more than that. It's part of an iconic history that's still being written today. Yet,
No.
interestingly, we know the conclusion to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I guess it does make the film a little different.
Is there a
Out with
twist?
the review.
Yeah, come on, critic. There's a ton we can talk about.
He's still possessing
Is
Tamra.
this Tamra? I feel like I'm watching an Australian episode of Bob's Burgers or something.
I feel like I'm crowded and alone at the same time.
I hear SpongeBob can help with that,
Really?
or make it worse.
Cool!
Well, you two sit right
Cool!
over there and pretend like you're watching us review this.
Oh boy!
I can't wait to be a silent observer for 20 to 30 minutes.
Let's go back to 2004, what many call the height of cinematic comedies.
You mean animated comedies?
White Chicks isn't animated.
Are you sure?
No. Let's take a look at the SpongeBob SquarePants
Yeah.
movie. We open with an intro from the Pirates of the Caribbean. And the
No.
problem is this opening could serve more as the movie's trailer than the actual movie itself.
Yeah.
To the SpongeBob movie!
Right.
But then we wouldn't get one of my favorite teasers ever that somehow works in Das Boot, Crimson Tide, and Hunt
Yeah.
for Red October.
Ah.
For a second, I thought I heard more. I thought I heard singing, sir.
That's clearly something only an adult would get, and I kinda gotta love a SpongeBob teaser. It has the line, "What the hell?" and "Mother of God" in it.
Ah.
Mother of God.
Yeah. I remember those. That's
I really respect that for a Nickelodeon movie, they could have just computer generated the background, the ship, everything.
No, but they made it all real.
They actually went the extra mile to film these pirates dancing and singing at sea, despite it having no impact on the plot.
What the hell are you talking about? The reveal that the usher is the landlord's daughter from Spider-Man 2 reveals what snack they're gonna have while watching the film.
The introduction of SpongeBob is also slightly unusual. He's not introduced
Yeah.
like most characters trying to ease in newcomers. He's
Right.
introduced almost like any other episode. He has a dream about becoming a manager, then just gets up and goes to
Yeah.
work.
I love that his
Think
pants
about
had to
it,
be
explaining
folded
the
up.
show's setup could make things even more confusing.
Yeah, I don't think anyone entering this film is unfamiliar with who SpongeBob is.
Yeah.
You need to set up a deep, self-contained narrative for critics to enjoy it.
True.
I guess some movies were supposed to.
Oh,
Mr. Krabs will announce the new manager.
come on. Mario movie was fine. Come on. I mean, I know that's what Doug thought. I saw his Doug review. Sorry. Critics, you need to get off Mario movies' butt, okay? It's just a fun movie about the Mario characters. It wasn't trying to do a fun, like, complex story with character building. We know these characters, so... Alright, just leave them be for just a little bit, please.
That is because Mr. Krabs is opening a new restaurant called the Krusty Krab 2.
Yeah.
And he assumes he's going to be named manager.
Well, let's ask my wall of 374 consecutive.
I always forget how big SpongeBob's house
Interesting
is.
side note. This would mean that SpongeBob has been working at the Krusty Krab for 31 years. Assuming he started working at 14, that would make SpongeBob roughly 45. So you can
Jeez.
understand him wanting that promotion.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm 41. If he has that amount of relentless energy, I assure you he's cooking more than Krabby Patties.
Yeah.
Well, he is in his underwear the whole time.
Which, I'm not a fan when they show his ass.
Fair
I'm
enough.
Rude. I just don't like imagining what kind of sponge shits come out of this character.
Actually, scientists say sea sponges release excrement through their mouths. So if you really
Oh,
want
no, no.
I'm good.
Come on. You didn't have to do that.
Now, how a starfish releases excrement is
Stop
through their...
giving this crowd stuff to Google.
Yeah, please, stop.
To tell you something, Squidward.
Oh, yeah. Him invading Squidward's shower. There's no shower at work.
The look on Squidward's face is one of shock, but also one of adding up the evidence.
Yeah.
The new restaurant is officially opened, as all of Bikini Bottom turns out for the ceremony.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Mr. Krabs.
Hello. I like money.
Ah, it's a Disney location.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, honestly, I think Mr. Krabs would love to work for Disney. You're considering how much money they make and how much they are about money stuff? Yeah, that checks out.
I've never even had one customer! Plankton, who wants the Krabby Patty formula to take over the world,
Right.
This was a bit of a thing in the 90s.
tries to set up
Yeah.
a diabolical scheme to have more people eat at his restaurant.
Right.
Here it is! Oh.
Ew. Apparently there's a Rule 34 of Plan Z.
Oh!
From
I think I stepped in something.
You know, just because there's
Love that.
doesn't mean it's not gruesome to watch.
Yeah.
SpongeBob doesn't make
Plus, Plankton's screams are just hilarious. It's so funny.
manager though, because Mr. Krabs says he's just not mature enough.
What I'm trying to say is, you're just a kid.
Kid? Didn't we establish he's like 45?
Yeah.
Well, SpongeBob, in many respects, is meant to be ageless.
But he has an
Yeah.
age. It's 45.
Yeah, but reality's kind of flexible here. I tend to think he's an
Yeah.
adult who acts like a kid in spirit.
No,
Right.
I can't accept that. How can someone in his 40s still be considered a kid?
I don't know. I don't know. He's a man-child? I don't know, Doug. I mean, I'm considering, I think he's just talking about mental age, so some people can stay in the same mental age regardless of what age they're in. Until eventually they're like 80 and then forget everything they ever were, so.
Now let's continue to watch SpongeBob the movie like grown adults.
Okay.
Yeah, bad timing on that.
The film is very ass-based.
Whatever floats.
Indeed.
I'm not kink shaming.
Meanwhile, we cut to King Neptune, voiced by Jeffrey Tambor, and his
Yeah.
daughter Mindy, played by Scarlett Johansson, who apparently loved being in the movie because she was a big fan of weird cartoons, particularly ones like Ren and Stimpy.
Really?
What does this crown do?
Covers your bald spot.
It's not bald.
Bald? It's thinning!
She was actually
I can
so
quote this whole thing.
that she even voiced Mindy in the video game.
Yeah! Oh, I love the video game!
Past the Cyclops and back to the
Oh,
Krabby Patty.
now this is nostalgia flowing.
She's meant to look like a fairly regular person, as opposed to a super dolled up princess.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because they thought they were getting the other Ghost World actress.
Wow.
You have confessed to the crime of touching
In the king's crown.
Is that supposed to be a euphemism for something?
Now, critic,
Mm.
this is a cartoon for children,
See you next Tuesday.
most of the time.
20 years in the dungeon it is.
Daddy!
Mindy tries to encourage her father to be nicer, but when his crown is stolen by Plankton, he
Yeah.
goes full king mode to find it.
Meanwhile, SpongeBob spends what should have been his celebration party as a new manager.
You know, one thing I didn't notice, it's kind of hard to see, but what is that picture up there in the corner? That's actually really interesting. And I also didn't realize that all the photos in the back are just drawn shells.
Sulking in sorrows at Bikini Bottom's version of Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
He's a goofy goober, you know.
I'm a goofy.
Yep. Thing to go peek over, yeah.
Fun fact, this is how most adults viewed SpongeBob when it first came out.
Really?
Waiter, 2 more, please.
Yeah. Is that a version of Popeye right there? Like, do you see that in the corner? Sorry, I don't mean to ignore this part. I'm just noticing these paintings in the background that I never bothered to look at as a kid. Yeah, that just looks like a version of oh, yeah. It even has, like, the anchor tattoo on his arm. Yeah, that's gotta be him. So he's like, think of the cowboy. Okay, you're hired. And I'm guessing this is some other cartoon character. I don't know. I did that. And also, that's a picture of just a shoe, so that's weird. I don't know what that's a picture of. I guess a fan of some kind? Waiter!
I always found it kind of strange seeing SpongeBob get drunk on ice cream here.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just having a dramatic sugar crash?
Oh,
Maybe.
we just haven't been having the right ice cream.
That's probably what Gooby Goober ice cream is.
He was searching for his crown.
Ooh.
This pole executed at once.
Okay, huge missed opportunity. They should have shown that pole getting executed.
Oh, well, you
Yeah, that would have been a funny scene, actually.
Do it there?
No, but in the announced SpongeBob movie 25, I hear the pole gets a good arc.
Stole your crown, sign Eugene Krabs. I'm on to you, Krabs. You have stolen the royal crown.
You cannot deny.
Nice, showing more investment than Javier Bardem as King Triton.
Yeah, he is.
Blames Mr. Krabs for stealing the crown and say
I guess on that note, sorry. What a time to pause, but I'll just want to say that there are many versions of King Neptune in the SpongeBob shows. This one is my favorite so far.
with me.
That's all.
Frozen today. SpongeBob says he can get his crown back so he can continue to cover up his bald head.
Yeah. Oh, my eyes!
That both SpongeBob movies 1 and 3 are about a villain being bald. Feels
Yeah.
like a rather strange trope.
I, for one, am offended. This is clearly an agenda to show bald people are hideous monsters.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on, dog.
Everyone reacts to
Oh,
your
boy.
bald head the same way these
No, don't do it!
Then I'm not crying inside.
Dang, dog! I didn't know that's what happened when people saw your bald head. I thought you looked nice with a bald head. Honest.
They're told the crown is in Shell City, So SpongeBob volunteers to get it in order to save Mr. Krabs.
Right.
Too that only now does Squidward actually notice something is going on.
Yeah.
Mr. Krabs!
That must have been quite an article on bikes he was reading.
Yeah.
Here, take this. It's a magical bag of wind.
You're on.
And you'll be blown back home.
Patrick.
If it's all sounding familiar, by the way, that's because this is loosely based on Homer's Odyssey.
Oh.
The Bag of Winds, the Cyclops, even a siren all make appearances as a send-off
Oh.
to the greatest quests ever.
I had no idea that thing was supposed to be a siren. Kind of weird considering that it was an old lady selling ice cream, but I mean, I guess SpongeBob wouldn't be attracted to a pretty creature. 'Cause I don't know. I think the creator said that, like, SpongeBob is not attracted to anything. So, for those who ship Sandy and SpongeBob, sorry to tell you, but it's not canon and never will be canon. You can find me on that one. Sorry.
Written.
Yes, but do the clan make an appearance like in O Brother Where Art Thou?
Well, technically no, but if the Krusty Krabs opened a 10th location, it would look a little iffy.
Dang.
Aboard the paddy wagon, and I was gonna say I really want this thing to exist, but it already does, doesn't it?
Too many to count.
And they make their way to Shell City, going past the county line.
You two dipsticks ain't gonna last
10 seconds over the county line. Oh.
And not too far off as they immediately get carjacked.
How many seconds was that?
Much luck with
12.
Yeah, right. Wait, why is that right?
Because Burger King had several of their giant SpongeBob balloons stolen. In
Really?
10 different states, their giant promotional inflatables were taken.
Oh.
Some even received ransom notes demanding 10 Krabby Patties for their return.
Dang.
They sold on eBay for as much as $1,000. Burger King even
Yeah.
offered a year's supply of Whoppers for anyone who could get them back.
Wow, it's like the Capitol Hill riot, only intentionally funny.
That's actually really interesting. It kind of reminds me of, like, one of the modern ones where, like, Walmart was Target was promoting a Kirby game. I think it was Kirby's Return to Dreamland, like the deluxe version, and they had, like, a Kirby, like, skin put over their red ball things that they have in the front of their store, and somebody kept, like, taking them, I think. So that's what that reminds me of.
Summer is finally here.
Yeah, I don't know, we're kind of midway through the summer at this point, and sorry I have to skip over this part. I'm not sponsored by DoorDash.
Plankton sells Krabby Patties at his restaurant, along with a free bucket helmet that's...
There's actually one, sorry I keep pausing, but I want to talk about this part. So, Plankton at this point, yeah, he does steal the Krabby Patty formula, but at the end of the movie, somehow he doesn't have it anymore. If he stole it at this time and was able to make the Krabby Patties, my question is, why did he not make copies of the Krabby Patty formula after he took it? That way he could still have it even if they take it back. He could have hidden a bunch of copies somewhere so that he would always have the recipe, you know? Just saying. That's what I always thought, and that was a logic bomb for me. Anyways, enough.
Secretly going to brainwash everyone. He also calls an assassin named
Dennis.
to stop SpongeBob and Patrick in their tracks.
Right. Sesame seed.
Kill frogs.
Actually, he's voiced by Alec Baldwin.
Really?
Makes sense. Hard to say many of us aren't afraid of him.
SpongeBob, look!
Our car!
Find their car.
What?
They're missing, so they go into the bar to try and get them.
Yep.
They get distracted by bubbles.
Yeah. I knew that was coming. Bing bubbles! Yeah, I don't know. What?
I don't have much to comment on with this one.
Just bubbles.
Just bubbles. Next scene.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. SpongeBob always liked bubbles,
Not
so...
tough enough to be in the bar, so SpongeBob and Patrick figure a way out.
Yeah.
DJ, time for the test.
Right. The Goofy Goober song. No, wrong song. Wrong song.
It's a Goofy Goober song to see if anyone sings along with it.
Yeah.
But luckily, 2 other people are Goofy Goober.
Yeah,
fans
the
as well,
Siamese
and they
twin
sing
guys.
before they
It
do.
was him.
Goofy,
Goober, yeah.
Yeah, into the dip with them.
Not everything is film clips.
Everything is film clips.
Oh my
They get the
goodness.
key and make their way to probably my favorite joke in the movie, driving past a series of skulls that only keep adding up more and more the closer they get to the obvious.
Yeah.
I don't think
And then
Burger
Patrick...
King has this big a body count.
Yeah.
Patrick's underreaction is also pretty hilarious.
Yeah. He thinks he's watching... I always thought he was thinking he was watching a movie. He's just like, whoa.
Now, he's just underselling it because he's about to become a meme.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the surprise Patrick.
Needs a little bit more pointing, but aside from that, a good meme.
Yeah.
And just as the two of them are ready to give up, Mindy arrives.
Hey, wait a minute. If she
Oh, yeah.
why doesn't she get the crown?
I guess because Teenage Mutant Velma Meg wasn't a full title.
I strongly Okay, I kind of agree now.
Yeah.
She shows them that Bikini Bottom has been taken over by Plankton.
Yeah. Sorry, I love that detail on Squidward's bucket. Hold on.
She shows them that
Wait for
Bikini
it.
Bottom has been
His nose is jammed through it. That's so funny.
taken over by Plankton. But
And
SpongeBob
Sandy on the
Patrick,
wheel.
They can't save the day because they're just kids.
A couple
Yeah.
of kids could never survive this journey.
Mm.
That's why I guess I'll just have to turn you into men.
Oh boy.
Which version of this are we watching again?
Oh no.
To use mermaid magic to turn them into men and tricks them into thinking they
Yeah.
grow mustaches.
Only 51 minutes into the film, I think we can have our first song.
Yeah.
A pretty memorable one too.
Yeah.
Huh.
Dang.
I thought the big song sequence would include more of the characters like Squidward, Sandy, or Mrs. Puff.
Yeah.
Where are those characters anyway?
They're enslaved.
The only one to have noticed their absence. While technically in the movie, the side characters were cut down quite a bit to keep the focus on
Except
SpongeBob and
Squidward. He was in there
Sandy
for
even
the
had a
longest.
story where she returns to the surface and transforms into a real squirrel.
What?
Causing Patrick to vomit repeatedly. She was going to be chased by Men in Black and help SpongeBob and Patrick get home near the end.
What?
It was cut due to Nickelodeon saying they didn't like Sandy as a fugitive, and Patrick vomiting
Yeah.
was too gross even for SpongeBob.
To think they would turn Sandy into a real squirrel in the second movie.
Some of the later episodes.
Honestly,
Yeah.
my guess would be no.
Oh no, not that one.
Captured by a Scooby-Doo villain who they call the
Hmm.
Cyclops.
Right. Yeah, I'll admit, this part was legit
I
terrifying.
personally think this is the French narrator from the show, as a very
Hmm.
similar-looking diver is shown to be friends with Sandy in the episode Feral Creatures.
Ah!
Sandy cheeks.
Oh yeah, I remember this episode. I
Honestly,
don't think I realized that.
Is all his Jacques Cousteau style exploring was all just to put googly eyes on dead marine life.
Yeah.
At least he didn't jump scare us this time. He was a real jerk in the video game.
Oh yeah. That didn't scare me though. It was just more confusing.
SpongeBob and Patrick are literally
Oh,
left out to
this
dry as
part.
It suddenly becomes a Pixar film, and they have to confront death.
Yeah.
All right, for a couple of goofballs.
This scene was so tragic. I
So
mean,
I'll admit I've been liking the movie fine, but for the most part, it hasn't been that cinematic.
hmm.
Most of the shots in the film honestly just kind of look like shots from the show. It's
Hmm.
almost hard to tell the difference.
Yeah, well, this is from the modern show.
That's when it starts to look and feel like a movie.
Yeah.
A much more threatening conflict is introduced and shot in a way that looks and feels like it's on a larger scale.
Yeah.
And for a SpongeBob movie, this does get a little grim. Even the pirates in the theater start tearing up.
Yeah.
See it, the SpongeBob.
SpongeBob coming to an end. This is clearly a work of fiction.
Yeah.
Their tears manage to short-circuit the power, though, causing the sprinklers to turn on and bring all the sea creatures back.
Yeah.
That's real life.
Yeah, that... I know that's illogical,
The fish
but...
then beat up the diver, resulting in SpongeBob and Patrick retrieving the crown.
Mm-hmm.
You still have that bag of wins?
Sure do. And... Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that.
Everything is film clips.
Mm.
Stop using the bag of wins, though, so there's only one clear solution. David
Hasselhoff, yeah. How is he doing that? I don't know.
Hasselhoff said this actually made him more recognizable to future generations.
Really?
Many kids didn't grow up watching Knight Rider or Baywatch.
Mm.
After appearing in this, he said he gets cheered at by younger crowds all the time.
Really?
This whole action sequence is pretty great. As
Yeah.
David catches up with our heroes and they have their climax on David Hasselhoff.
That
Yeah.
sounded wrong.
It felt wrong saying it.
Mm-hmm.
They actually made a 14-foot Hasselhoff statue for 30
Really?
cents. He recently sold it at an auction.
Holy
for
crap, I did not know that!
That's
Oh, that is freaky, and this picture is even
the
freakier.
most expensive yet hilarious nightmare fuel ever to be sold.
I didn't know that. Oh!
Admittedly, though, the scene might have been more epic and surreal if they used this footage.
This is a mess.
Oh,
That's a bit harsh.
you didn't have to do that.
Come on, doesn't it make more sense he would see SpongeBob and Patrick running around him? He's
Yes.
eating a Krabby Patty. It's practically its own commercial.
I gotcha,
In all
yeah.
honesty, though, this does show what a great sense of humor he has, and like I mentioned before, this is all shot much more cinematic.
Yeah.
It's like an epic showdown, but on SpongeBob terms.
Yeah.
It's easily the most enjoyable part of the movie.
Oh yeah, that part.
It suddenly turns into a zombie movie, though, as after they return the crown, Plankton's minions try to take over.
Yeah.
I am just a kid. But that's okay, 'cause I did what
Right,
everyone
this
said
part I
I
loved.
couldn't do.
This certainly isn't a new message in movies, but I have
Right.
to admit, it really sticks with me.
This is
The
the
message is
yeah.
basically, you are who you are. And I think that can be applied to a lot of adults that like SpongeBob, or kids coming to understand who they are.
Right.
SpongeBob finds that being an adult is not about how mature you act or liking mature things.
Right.
It's about being a confident, decent person.
And bills, it's about forever paying bills.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, fair enough. Wrong.
Turns into an 80s music video because of course it does. It randomly
Yeah.
brings
Oh yeah,
Nicki
this
Minaj to
part.
the big screen and plays by Captain EO rules as both love and music seem to set everybody free.
Yeah.
Plankton is somehow defeated by this, and King Neptune agrees to unfreeze Mr. Krabs.
Oh yeah, this part. Real boy ending.
I guess I had it set to real boy ending.
Accomplish what 2 out of 3 Pinocchio movies didn't accomplish last
Yeah.
year. Yeah, he doesn't turn into a real boy in most of those. Kind of odd.
Yeah.
SpongeBob is finally made into a manager, and the movie ends rather abruptly.
Yes, but on the plus side, they do show us the pole getting executed. His little pole thing shows up and everything.
Yeah, you're still wanting that, aren't you?
Okay, how about another scene with the daughter from Spider-Man 2?
Actually, they do have that.
You folks
Really?
have to leave.
Say that again, if you dare.
You folks have to leave.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they just go.
It's not great, but the main focus makes it special.
And
Yeah.
that's basically what many people think of this movie. Okay, nobody sees this as a masterpiece, but it certainly captures a simpler time of watching something laid back and goofy.
Yeah.
I've always found something comforting knowing that no matter what they do with SpongeBob in later seasons, this is how it's all going to wrap up.
Yeah.
Steven Helberg ended his run the way he wanted.
And I'm glad he
didn't
did.
change that. It's got a nice lesson that probably isn't going to change any lives, but it can
Right.
still be appreciated in its own way.
Right.
Yeah, I can't pretend this is a film I would watch more than once, but the senior moments are pretty fun to think back on, and it's got a lot of bright and colorful imagery to laugh.
Yeah.
While I can't pretend this is going to leave a huge
Ooh.
impact on me, for those who grew up with it, I can definitely see why it did for them.
Yeah.
And
I remember
thanks to
this.
Phantom Strider for helping me out with this review.
Hey, no problem, Critic. Glad to be here. But
Yeah.
I have to ask, is Tamara going to be okay?
Yeah, when should be?
It's like I was in control of my body.
Oh, no.
I was seeing things in an Australian and also somehow Canadian way.
What?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh. Phantom, you traumatized her. Why?
Yeah, that's just Wednesday around here.
Okay.
I'm a nostalgia critic, I remember.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, I thought there was someone after.
See you next Tuesday.
Maybe so, SpongeBob.
Thanks, man.
Yep. Bye, Phantoms.
This month for Cameos for Charity, we're doing the Center for Victims of Torture.
Alright. Yep, I agree 100%. And I'm glad that this was a game, but this was a pretty funny... I liked how they portrayed this. This was really good. Yeah, this movie talking about, like, acceptance of who you are as a person, I think that's a great message for children. You know, with how iconic SpongeBob was back then, it definitely is a great message to, you know, and I mean, well, yeah, maybe this isn't a message that's new. This was the first time I heard of it, so maybe that's why it really sticks with me at the time. And, you know, I definitely think this movie was the magnum opus for a lot of the SpongeBob fans, and definitely a good way to finish off the show. So all that stuff that happened before, or all that stuff that happens in the later series, apparently this is how it ends. Which is weird to think about considering what happens in the more modern series. I've seen a couple of it, and I don't know. Everyone falls to generic jokes, but we're not here to talk about it. We're here to talk about this movie and how great it was. And I certainly think it was a great movie. Certainly a very solid kids movie. One that I love. I've played the video game that they reference, and I'm glad they referenced the video game. That's really cool. Because I remember playing that non-stop on the PlayStation 2 at my grandmother's house. most fun I've ever had with that PlayStation 2. I mean, I think I also played the Madagascar game, so I love it, and just very nostalgic and fitting for this series. So I hope you guys like this reaction. I loved this video, and I hope Tamara's okay after what Phantom apparently did to her. So with that being said, be sure to support Channel Awesome. Make sure to put an F in the chat for Tamara and for Trauma. Make sure to like and subscribe to Channel Awesome and Doug. Make sure to like and subscribe to me if you like my reaction. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!